Hello everyone and welcome to Snail TV. The hero of today's retelling is a comedy film of 2018 with elements of drama named I'm Losing Weight. The events take place in Nizhny Novgorod. The main character, Anna, looks critically at her reflection in the mirror, after which she realizes that because of her work as a pastry chef and her love of eating delicious food, her shape and weight have increased significantly in a short time. The girl tries on beautiful dresses that recently perfectly emphasize her waist, then notices with horror that they are all too small for her. Anna's boyfriend, Zhenya, a fitness trainer in excellent physical shape, notices with honor that his beloved, to put it mildly, has increased in width. Still, they will go to his friend's wedding, where slender colleagues from the fitness industry will be present. A man is embarrassed to take his soulmate with him, which in the eyes of his friends will look like an anti-advertisement of a healthy lifestyle, so he offers an alternative. He goes on celebrating himself, and he will lie to his friends that Anna is ill. Left alone at home, the heroine pulls out a floor scale from under the bed and stands on it, after which the device shows her a disappointing 168 pounds. While preparing lunch, the heroine scrolls through her boyfriend's page, where he posts new photos from the wedding online. Suddenly, Anna stumbles upon a picture of her beloved with a certain Christina. The girl goes to the page of the rival and with horror sees a short video in which she kisses Zhenya. Having given up everything, the heroine asks her best friend Natasha to take her to the wedding as soon as possible, where some skinny Christina is flirting with her boyfriend with might and main. Natasha is slightly shocked by how fat her friend has become in a short time, but tells Anna to stop being complex and shy of her own body. The heroine arrives at a cafe where her boyfriend kneels with the thin beauty Christina at a wedding banquet. Anna wedges into the dance, then defiantly kisses Zhenya, showing her rival that he is busy. At the festive table, the girl puts a plate full of very high-calorie Olivier salad, after which she hears terrible news from her boyfriend. He offers her to break up. Zhenya explains that he no longer intimately wants her, and the problem is in Anna, or rather in fatness. They say she doesn't live with him, but with food. At partying, the cruel guy wishes her not to run away from her problem, but to run at the stadium. The saddened heroine goes to her native village, to her mother Olga. During the tea party, Anna cries, then confesses that her boyfriend left her only because she got fat. The mother, as she can, tries to comfort her daughter, but words of support do not help much. The heroine temporarily moves to live with her best friend on an unglazed balcony since Natasha lives in the only room with her boyfriend, Dima. The girl spends several days in the most profound depression. One day, Anna starts the day with a glass of plain water, after which she goes to the gym and tries to do fitness. The heroine has set herself a goal to lose 30 pounds. The first training session goes in vain, as the girl immediately goes for a snack to McDonald's, where Natasha works. A friend takes a tray from her with a huge portion of half-eaten food, explaining her action by the fact that Anna has already eaten much more calories than she spent at the gym. In the evening, Natasha goes to incompatible things. At the same time, she smears her body with cellulite cream, wraps herself with stretch films, and in contrast, eats chips, which further plays up her appetite. After and so very high-calorie a snack, the heroine is expected to be drawn to the worst enemy of all those who dream of losing weight, the refrigerator. The girl gets her hands full of food, but her breakfast at 3 a.m. is interrupted by a friend who has woken up. Natasha says it's time to show willpower finally, otherwise Anna will never lose weight. The heroine bravely drinks tea and mineral water at work, in the confectionery shop, where she is considered the best cook. However, in the end, she can't stand it, after which, crying, she eats a giant cake she made for sale recently. The heroine is enrolled in the club of anonymous gluttons. At the meeting, Anna listens to the stories of girls like her who cannot cope with a strong appetite and consequently are overweight. Unexpectedly, their female team is deluded by Nikolai. The heroine, posing as a journalist, allegedly interviews the club members. The guy stops discussing a new name for their meetings, after which he says, "You need to think about the real problem that brought them all here, overeating, and consequently obesity." Nikolai calls everyone fat, including Anna, after which he pretends to be called from the editorial office and leaves the meeting. The guy catches up with the heroine in his modest car, after which he offers her to lose weight together and support each other in difficult moments, since it is almost impossible to lose weight alone. The girl orders a fatty meat dish, to which the hero notices that she is eating wrong. The guy expresses his theory that those who lack love eat a lot. They say calories drown out the pain of loneliness. Later, Anna looks at Nikolai's page on the social network. He works in a bank, in the IT department, but in all the photos, he stands apart from the team. It is worth noting that the problems with excess weight is present only with him, and the guy complexes because of this. In the morning, Nikolai comes to the heroine, inviting her to the playground. The guy turns out to be funny, with an incredible sense of humor, so in the end, Anna starts running and doing weight loss exercises with him. After a month of active sports in the company of Nikolai and a strict diet, a girl decreased in volume by 3 sizes, and her weight dropped to the coveted 138 pounds. The heroine, who has returned to her slender young beauty, puts on a new swimsuit, after which she comes to the pool where her ex-boyfriend works as a coach. He is shocked that the girl has come in great shape, and Anna asks to spend a lesson with her. Zhenya looks at the heroine with loving eyes as before, as if there was no parting. But this romantic, intimate moment is spoiled by Christina, who it turns out is now his girlfriend. After that, the heroine breaks down and spits on a diet and sober lifestyle. She eats a giant pizza in a nightclub, gets drunk, and cries bitterly from disappointment. As a result, security takes the girl who has too much out of the club. The following day, Anna wakes up in an unfamiliar apartment. The room enters Nikolai, after which he solders her with tea and water. It turns out that yesterday, in a state of solid intoxication, she was almost taken away by an unknown man from the club, but the hero saved the girl, after which he brought her to himself. Nikolai concludes that all of Anna's food problems began in childhood, when her father left the family. So to speak, there is an enclosed gestalt. The heroine returns to her home, after which she asks her mother Olga for her dad's phone number and arranges a meeting. Faithful friend Nikolai takes the heroine to distant Kazan, to a gorgeous mansion with a bathhouse which her father Sergei built with his own hands. Anna gives him a gift, a sports jacket from his youth, in which he loved to dance in front of his then little daughter. The conversation does not stick, after which Sergei's new wife advises the girl to go to the bath, and then praises the quality of the structure and couple. They say Sergei's heart will melt from compliments, and he will change his attitude to his daughter. Anna does so. However, instead of a pleasant procedure, her father's favorite wooden bathhouse flashes like a match. Enraged Sergei tries to put out the burning building and shouts at the heroine. That is, the trip ends, to put it mildly, fiasco. Nikolai brings Anna back to her native village, after which she, in gratitude, kisses the guy on nose. The hero, who fell in love with her for a long time, gets a huge boost of self-confidence after this innocent, in fact, act, and decides to give her a bouquet. Unexpectedly, a girl comes to visit her ex-boyfriend. He apologizes for everything, to which Anna coldly replies that everything is in the past. It turns out that Zhenya broke up with Christina, and now he wants to return to the relationship with the heroine. He turns explicitly on their memorable song, approaches the girl, then sniffs her hair. It turns out that the girl's feelings have not cooled down either. Besides, there is no one else in the house except them. Therefore, the couple passionately kisses. At the same time, Nikolai returns to Anna, who buys her a bouquet of daisies. He looks in the window and sees what people usually do at night, after which, disappointed and offended, he quietly leaves. A little later, Zhenya argues. They say this separation did good, which the heroine notes with resentment. He never called her, completely forgot about her existence. Anna hints that she may accidentally gain weight more than once, from stress, because of pregnancy, after all. It turns out that he loves her for appearance. The guy gets dressed and says he is a fool. She came in vain, after which she leaves and practically throws her again. The upset heroine comes to her best friend, who has arranged a noise party in honor of moving to Moscow. Because of loud music and shouting, neighbors called the police, but Natasha solved the problem with a bribe, and this money was set aside for life in the capital. An angry friend tells Anna to grow up and start appreciating those people. Finally, she is truly dear. She also quarrels with her boyfriend Dima. A taxi takes the heroine to the lake where Nikolai likes to swim at night. The girl hints that she has nowhere to go, but the hero is very offended that he recently accidentally looked through the window of her house. With the words "look for a new fat girlfriend," the guy leaves. The crying girl returns to the city on foot. Drunk bikers accost her, after which she runs away in horror to a wheat field, where she falls asleep. In the morning, Anna almost dies under the knives of the combine. Ironically, the heroine is saved from death by Grigory, the new man of her mother, Olga, who, to put it mildly, likes to drink. The girl strongly advises the man, if he loves her mother and wants a serious relationship, to stop abusing and ideally completely abandon alcohol. The heroine returns to her best friend and knocks on the door, but Natasha doesn't want to let her in. Then she, risking her life, sneaks into the dwelling through the balcony of the neighboring apartment. Anna apologizes for her selfishness, thanks for taking care of her, and then honestly admits that she loves her very much. The girls reconcile and hug, after which their friendship becomes even stronger. Meanwhile, Grigory, on the advice of the heroine for the love of Olga, finally decides to break with alcoholism. He collects all the alcohol in his moonshine and then burns them. Anna's mom is crying with happiness. After all, her daughter has finally found a common language with her new man. Unexpectedly, her father, Sergei, comes to visit the heroine, puts on an old sports jacket from the 90s, then dances for her to the track Bomb Funk MC's Freestyler, which Anna remembered as a child. The father apologizes for everything and offers his daughter to visit him more often, if possible, with her boyfriend Nikolai, to which the heroine replies they say, "That's the problem with this, she offended a good person." Sergei objects. He also broke up with Olga, so to speak, not on a good note, but found in "I've got the strength and I've come." Inspired by her father's words, Anna decides to fix everything, arrives at the team competitions in which Nikolai takes part, then finds him in an unexpected place, at a kiosk with energy drinks. The guy is upset. Because of the excess weight, his colleagues didn't accept him into the team. The heroine says that Nikolai does not look like Brad Pitt, but in his soul, he's a real man. They assemble their team, taking the girls from the Club of Anonymous Gluttons, after which they take part in the relay race and unexpectedly win. Grigory, who has given up drinking, finally marries the heroine's mother, Olga. Natasha's friends still moves to Moscow, and Dmitry goes after her by train because he loves her. Anna's ex-boyfriend Jenna is still unsuccessfully trying to find the girl with the perfect figure. The heroine begins a relationship with Nikolai because he fell in love with her soul, not the indicators of pounds on the floor scales. It was a touching comedy I'm Losing Weight on the Snail TV channel. Put likes, leave comments, subscribe, and we'll be back soon with a new exciting retelling.